I thought my girlfriend was cheating on me, but the truth was worse. The woman she was secretly meeting was also secretly dating me, and none of us knew the whole story. It all started with a woman named Sophie. The first time I met her, Lily introduced us at a small party. "Emma, this is Sophie. She just joined our team." Sophie smiled warmly and shook my hand, but the way she looked at me felt deliberate, like she was studying me. At first, I ignored it, but Sophie started appearing everywhere. Dinner with us, drinks after work, weekend walks near the harbor. Slowly, she became part of our lives. And then I started noticing something strange. Sometimes Lily watched Sophie when she thought no one was looking. Not casually, not like a coworker, but with quiet intensity. One night I joked about it. "You two seem close." Lily laughed a little too quickly. "She's just fun to talk to." But after that night, things began to change. Lily started coming home late. Her phone lit up constantly, and every time it buzzed, she smiled. One evening, I asked her directly, "Who keeps texting you?" She shrugged. "Just work stuff." But something in her voice felt off, and once you notice something like that, you can't stop noticing it. 3 days later, she said she was meeting a friend. The moment the door closed behind her, I grabbed my jacket. I followed her. She walked down the street, turned a corner, and stopped outside a small bar. Through the window, I saw her sit down, across from someone I recognized instantly. Sophie. They were laughing, leaning closer, talking quietly, too quietly. My stomach dropped. Every late night suddenly made sense. But then something happened that made everything even stranger. Sophie picked up her phone, typed something, and a second later, my phone vibrated. A message from Sophie. "Hey, are you free tomorrow night?" My heart started racing. I looked at the message, then back at the window, then back at the message. Sophie had no idea Lily and I lived together, and Lily had no idea Sophie had been texting me for days. Suddenly, everything became clear. Sophie wasn't choosing between us. She was seeing both of us, separately. And the worst part? I had already agreed to meet her the next evening. That night, I barely slept. My mind kept spinning. Should I tell Lily? Should I confront Sophie? Instead, I did something else. The next evening, I went to meet Sophie, just like we planned. She arrived smiling, relaxed, completely unaware. "I'm glad you came," she said softly. Then her eyes widened, because at that exact moment, Lily walked into the bar. She froze when she saw us sitting together. The silence at that table felt heavy enough to crush the room. Lily looked at Sophie, then at me, then back at Sophie. And suddenly she laughed. Not happily, but like someone who just realized a terrible joke. "I guess we should talk," she said. Sophie looked between us. For the first time since I met her, she seemed nervous. "You didn't know?" Sophie asked quietly. Lily shook her head. "Did you?" I shook mine. For a moment, none of us spoke. Then Sophie leaned back in her chair and sighed. "Well," she said, "I guess the truth was going to come out eventually." We left that bar a few minutes later, just Lily and me. Neither of us said much on the walk home, but something strange had happened. Instead of breaking us apart, Sophie had accidentally exposed the one thing we still had: honesty. Some people play games with hearts, but sometimes their biggest mistake is letting the players meet each other.